Hey everyone, Tim Simonis, Flint Wilderness Resort from Northern Ontario. Hey, every year we have a lot of bear hunters come up and they always have that look in their eyes whether they're not sure whether they want to keep the ribs or not. I think some people are a little unsure how to cook them. So we just want to share our favorite recipe that we got from some of our friends in the Long Lac area. So we're just looking to pass that on. So we're going to get into that today. Not a complicated recipe, but there are a couple simple steps that make a big difference in how they come out in the end. So stick with us. We're going to make some black bear ribs today. On the inside of the rib, there's a membrane on here. We got to peel that membrane off. It doesn't have to be 100% off, but you want at least 90–95% of that off. Sometimes it comes off easier than others, but it's an important step, so we want to make sure we get it. So I'm going to just start out with a little paring knife. I'm going to go in here and kind of pick on the edge of it until I get it just underneath there, and then I can grab some of that membrane and just start peeling it off. And sometimes if you can't get a hold of it good with just your fingers, you can grab a little piece of paper towel here. You don't need much, just a little piece of it there, and it'll help you hold on to it. So we're just going to keep working that until we have almost all that membrane off. Once we have them there, we're going to take these, we're going to cut them into 3 or 4 point sections. Just peel them apart, get them on the rack. All right, so next thing we're doing is we're just taking a large sweet onion, just going to chunk it up. We don't need to dice it, don't need to get real fancy, don't need to get all technical on your onion skills. We're just going to take it, cut into some big chunks. About like so, that's all we need. A couple good handfuls here. We're gonna put it right in our pot of water. Also with that, I've got some garlic cloves here. I'm just gonna crush the garlic cloves down, open them up a little bit. All right, so once I've got all my onion and my garlic in our pot, I'm gonna add 1 can of beer. Doesn't matter exactly what it is. I'm using a little bit larger can here because I'm doing, actually I've got the ribs here, I've got it from 2 Bear. So I've got kind of a double batch. Next thing I'm doing is, this is just an onion soup mix, just a dry one. Kind of like you'd either make onion soup or chip dip out of. And just gonna dump that packet in there. A couple dashes of black pepper in there. Freshly ground salt. Give that all a quick mix up in the pot. Now I'm just gonna add in my ribs. We've got everything in the pot. We got the heat started out. We put it up on high to get it up to temperature quickly. But just before we start to see it boil, we back that heat down. We've got it in the pot. We're seeing some stuff still moving around in there, but it's not at a boil. You don't want it at a boil because you get it at a boil and it cooks too long or cooks too fast, and then you end up with tough meat. We don't want that. We want this tender, fall off the bone, incredible. So we're gonna let it sit there for a while, probably 3 to 4 hours. At that point, we'll check it. We'll grab one of the bones, give it a little bit of a twist, and as long as that bone feels like it's freeing up from the meat, we'll know it's done and ready to pull out. So then we're gonna pull it out and set them on a rack, let them dry for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna put them on the grill. I'm gonna check and see, and you look at that bone, see how that bone's moving free in there? So we know they're setting pretty good. So we've got the rest of them out here, setting them on the rack. Next thing we got to do is get them on the grill and get a little barbecue sauce on them. All right, so we've got all the ribs on there. I'm just gonna go ahead, take my Sweet Baby Ray's or whatever your favorite sauce is. I'm just gonna put a little bit on each one, then I'm gonna go through them and brush it out. It's been about 10 minutes. We've got the grill set to 350. Now we're just gonna flip them over and we're gonna hit them with some more barbecue sauce. And then 10 minutes later, they'll be done and ready to plate up. All right, so there we go. A little bit of patience, a little bit of prep work, And look at these ribs. Fall off the bone, delicious black bear ribs from Flint Wilderness Resort. So next time you're thinking, what do I want to do with my ribs? I'd suggest you keep them, give this recipe a try, and I think you'll thank me that you did.